It's funny how humans used to be so proud of being mothers and fathers, being proud of parents, being proud of raising the next generation. Whatever happened to all of that? Look at what we're at now. I came across a video of just women boasting how single and childless they are and how happy and proud and how confident they are about it. And it's just like, that doesn't even make sense. You got brainwashed so badly that you're going against your own biology.
No one even asked, but childless women are insistent on telling you how happy they are.
Right? Nobody cares.
Let me guess, it's going to be about being lazy, getting drunk, and engaging in vapid consumerism.
Yep.
Not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. A sure sign of a happy, meaningful, fulfilling life. Drinking coffee alone in silence in your atomised pod, with a view of other people's lonely atomised pods. Wow, so enriching. Disposable income, and what do you spend it on?
Fake junk that looks like pretending to be real junk? What?
Fake plants, fake grapes, and other cheap chintzy ornaments. Feeling envious yet? No. Wow, candles, because you can't have candles when you've got kids. Can't watch
Are you the kid?
cartoons with children. Kids notoriously hate cartoons.
Right?
Not being
Again, it just doesn't even make sense why they're proud of this or trying to show everybody that they're so happy without kids. Nobody cares. I can understand why people are proud and want to show off their kids because they're proud of their kids. That actually makes sense to me.
able to get drunk at midday with other lonely, spiritually bereft, childless women. Ooh, what a sacrifice. Talk about industrial level cope. She's devoted an entire TikTok channel to breathlessly proving she's definitely happy being a childless woman. Scores and scores of videos insisting that she's really got no issue with not having kids while making it her entire personality.
Happy International
To make it your entire personality. For a woman to make her entire personality be a mother, again, makes sense.
Child Free Day, everyone. A lot of times I get this comment that's like, why do you even make content about being child free if it's something you don't have? Ultimately, it's to
Correct.
foster community and to engage with others. And I have had the most joy engaging with the child-free community on this app.
Yeah, when your community is a bunch of random strangers on TikTok, that's not a real community. That's not a real replacement for a loving family.
I'm child-free, and the freedom it gives me, not only in my finances, but my entire life, is something I wouldn't trade for the world.
Yeah, I'm sure your pointless girl boss adult daycare job is just as soul-nourishing as looking into your baby's eyes for the first time or watching.
It is so crazy that they think work is so fulfilling. Like, I'm with Paul on this one. If I had a child, I'd be so like, I have not even experienced this experience yet, and I can tell in my own little brain that I'm probably gonna be so happy when I actually get my child.
Watching them grow up.
If I'm in a toxic job, I can just quit. No worrying about my child's healthcare or another mouth to feed. If I don't like where I'm living, I can just move. No worrying about my kid transferring schools or living in an area with the best school district. Daycare costs, food, diapers, clothes, 529 plan. All of that gets directed to my retirement so I can stop working earlier and have freedom and choice.
Freedom and choice to do what? Live out your own genetic oblivion. Yes.
With complete loneliness?
So I may have cultivated a joyless existence with no one to love me, no one to depend on me, or take care of me when I'm alone on my deathbed in some grim nursing home. But hey, look at the size of my 401k. Who are you gonna leave it to, your cat?
I stocked up on cat stuff. I got this little house. It has a bunch of scratchers, and they love to be just like hidden.
Not beating the stereotype.
And then
You know, when they really say cat lady, I mean, they really mean it.
the next one I'm really excited about. It's a UFO smart cat toy. It's supposed to like move and like stick a feather out.
Brags about having so much disposable income, spends it on pointless cat accessories.
Instead of just, propagating another life that came out of you.
Birth rate panic, it's because rich people need crops of new humans to exploit so they can keep raking in billions while people are suffering. And I'm not gonna give them that.
Literally.
I don't understand why people think this. This is it is somewhat true. I'm not saying it's completely false, but to think that is the narrative that the billionaires care for the most, no, they just care about their millions.
Actually, the
and
opposite
billions.
is true. Feminism drove women into the workplace, so wages could be reduced and more people could be taxed. Girl boss careerism directly precipitated the birth rate collapse.
Daycare costs, food, diapers, clothes.
It's economically impossible. Go outside. There's 50 black people with 5 kids each. Get to work. Stop thinking of imaginary excuse. If I go outside, Tony Stark with Iron Man suit's gonna come down and zap me with space lasers. Shut up!
Being child-free to me is freedom, and it's also an act of resistance. If they wanted me to have a child, they should have built a world I'd be proud to bring a child into.
Good job your parents didn't think like that. Typical cop-out cope. Our ancestors created future generations in the shadow of global economic collapses, world wars, and the threat of nuclear annihilation. What are you afraid of? Orange Man bad? So you're a lazy
Pretty
consumer
much.
who buys trinkets and watches cartoons. Wow, groundbreaking. All these childless videos are just a compilation of self-obsessed people doing the most boring materialistic nonsense. Doesn't even look fun. At least go do something interesting.
Again, to be making videos showing off how happy you are. Really?
Here's everything I did this week as a 35-year-old without children.
Let me guess, another bunch of basic shit that you can do with kids anyway.
I decided at the last minute that I was going to book a trip to Europe.
Check.
Roamed around.
Check.
Had myself some goulash.
Check.
Enjoyed a view over the city.
Check.
Took myself out for some lunch. Enjoyed some Slovenian wine.
Check.
I really wanted to try the
Yeah, I mean, the kids can't enjoy the wine.
lead cream slice.
Check.
I'll keep you updated on the rest of the trip.
You basically went on holiday, visited a few different places, ate food and drank wine. Things I've done on numerous occasions since I had a child. They act like people with kids never did any of this before they had kids. We did. And eventually it just gets boring. The exhilaration of watching your child emerge into and experience the world with fresh eyes never gets boring. We've lived both lives. You've only lived the child-free life. Yet you're desperate to lecture us about how much better it is. How would you even know? You don't want to have children, but stop.
This is so true. You know, like Paul is 100% correct. A lot of parents have experienced both lives. They've experienced life without children and experienced lives with children. Most parents can honestly say, from what I can tell, their lives are more fulfilled with children.
Stop pretending you know what joy is. C.S. Lewis spoke about this, like an ignorant child who wants to go on making mud pies in a slum because he cannot imagine what is meant by the offer of a holiday at the sea.
No, I never wanted to have kids. I wanted to be pregnant. No, I don't
Wow,
want
she
to
looks
not.
happy. Being a mom is the worst thing I could imagine for myself. Because who's got time for raising children? When a far more valuable way to spend it is making TikTok videos telling people, guys, like, racism is really bad. They try to present as so cool, content and secure in their child-free lives. But when someone like actor Timothy Chalamet says procreation is the reason we're here, and that he thought a
Exactly.
friend who bragged about not having kids and how much time it afforded them to do other stuff was bleak, they all lose their tiny minds. Timothy Chalamet is making fun of people who chose not to have kids while turning 30 next month with no kids. Getting a little behind, buddy. Bit different for women though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You don't have any eggs.
Timothy Chalamet.
and that's the sad thing about, biology, right? Sorry, ladies. You have a time clock. You should get to it.
Take an F right off. Why is it his or anyone's business if someone has kids or not? I don't have or want kids, and I can assure you my life is not bleak. Honestly, I can assure you that my life is not bleak. An entire subculture made it their business to laboriously drone on about how great it is not having kids. One guy says procreation is actually quite important, and they all have total meltdowns.
People ask me what my favorite type of self-care is. I don't know how to tell them. It's not having kids.
Motherhood is beautiful, but so is waking up whenever I want. Wow, these girls are so happy. The sleep I get alone not having kids has dramatically helped me look and feel younger. You can tell I haven't had kids because it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
My 1-year-old literally sleeps 15 hours a day. Like, there's plenty of time for sleep. Childless woman 37 goes viral with top 10 reasons why her life is better without kids. I spend my money on me and only me. And my dogs, obviously. I don't want to be affording children. I definitely don't want to sacrifice things I want for them. Right.
So it just sounds like all these women are just broke, dusty, musty crusties because they're so scared of losing money when it comes to kids. This is why we always say that men make money to build a family. Women make money to spend. Never thought about ever saving this money, or this money could be used for more important things like kids and things like that. No, I just want to be able to spend it on my dogs and vacations whenever I want.
You're insipidly selfish and your dogs are your children. Wow, what an incredibly valid reason. But it's not just the women.
The number one reason why I'm not having kids is because I love to change my mind. I never start a project where I don't have the ability to be like, you know what, this fucking blows. I'm gonna do something else.
Bro treats having children pouring your love and soul into the lifeblood of the next generation. In the same vein as reneging on a bad business idea. We make fun of them, but this anti-natalist narrative has greased the skids for demographic oblivion. The fertility rate in England and Wales has fallen to the lowest level since records began. Ditto for America, all-time lows. The UK's abortion ratio for 100 pregnancies is nearly 50%.
Jeez, so there's more people killing their kids than keeping them?
And 77% of the women having abortions are white. We're literally committing civilizational self-annihilation. And these clowns have turned it into a cutesy TikTok trend.
It is sad. It really is that people are pushing themselves to end their own bloodline, end the human race in a sense, just because life isn't as great as they hoped it to be, or life isn't as fun or as exciting as the government didn't do its job, right? But they expect all of this thing to be so much easier for them. And just like Paul said, my mother gave birth to me in a war-torn country. My country is still like top 6 of the poorest countries in the world, and still gave birth, still took care of me, still did everything in their power to create 3 wonderful children to be great members of society. And these people were born in modernity here in the West and are still scared of giving birth or having kids go through suffering. I'm glad my mother didn't decide the same thing as these people. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.